Bosh. Yes, ladies and gents, how's it all going? Haven't seen you for a while. And there's been a good reason for that, and we'll get around to that. So for the people who are not interested, you can skip right to the end of the video and you can have a look. But for the people who are really interested, and the people who subscribe and stuff and have been sending me really nice messages, I'll explain. So I think where we left it off the last time when you've seen one of my videos, I was having a lot of trouble with tennis elbow, a separated shoulder, my depression and anxiety and everything was, and my OCD was all up in the air. But I was managing it, everything felt good. I was going out on the bike, I was pushing myself to do it, even though some days I didn't want to do it. So, but I was coming to the end of that recovery, and yeah, it was starting to feel good. Decided, yeah, let's go to Lydney. It's good to break in. So the day started off, got to Lydney. The guys already did a couple of warm-up runs. We was late getting there as usual, and yeah, off we went. Go to the warm-up run. But I felt good. Everything was going good. I felt good to myself. Really confident. So we went down one of the trails. We've been down many a times, and there's some of the guys will probably know this if you've ridden Lydney before. When you get to the bottom of some of the trails, you can either carry on across the path, well, not a path, it's like a sort of mud path, like a trek, down into the woods, and then you bear off right, or you can just stop and just get onto the path and just follow that down. See if you, the bottom bit isn't really that. It's a bit of a muchness really. So on this occasion, normally I stop at that bit and I turn right and I stay on the path bit. Excuse the cars, somebody's in a bike racer, and I wait for the guys on the other end. But on this occasion, because I was behind somebody, I thought, all right, yeah, carry on going down there. This time now I'm feeling good, I go down there. So got down, turned into the woods, and there's a little bit of dip in the ground. Honestly, it is nothing major whatsoever. Do you know what I mean? A 3-year-old could do it. So as I compressed into to take it away, like the pressure of it, I'm not sure what words I'm looking for, but anyway, I compressed into it, and unfortunately I popped on the other side. Now bear in mind, this is only about a 2 or 3 foot little dip. As I come up the other side, the bike lifted up, and on any other given time I would have been right, but there was a tree that had been felled, and I landed on it sideways, right on your floating ribs. And let's just say that time then, I thought I was meeting my maker. I hit it, and it wasn't just a case of being winded. Excuse me, have a drink. It wasn't a case of being winded. I knew straight away from that point something was seriously wrong. I couldn't breathe. I'd been winded before, but this time, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't get any oxygen in, and I was really, really frightened. I seriously thought, right, this is it. I'm meeting my maker now. And you'll hear on the video at the end. I was in panic. I sound like a little boy. It's like I'd gone back to being like a 5-6-year-old. Actually helped the boys. Said to the boys at one point, "You've got to help me. You've got to help me." So the boys were absolutely great. They calmed me down. I couldn't walk. They had to sit me down. I couldn't walk, so I couldn't get any oxygen in. And we had to phone an ambulance. Ambulance, thankfully, was only 15 minutes away. They'd stopped for lunch somewhere, and they was able to get to us. And I was, another good point, I was only about 25 yards or 30 yards away from the main road. So even though it was a chore to get me to the ambulance and get onto the ambulance, because I was in that much pain and I couldn't really breathe that much, I'm thankful they were there at that time. So got to the hospital. I was seriously thought, okay, I knew that I'd broken a rib. I thought everything's going to be okay. I'll be out in, right, Mr. Jones, you've broken a rib, you've separated your shoulder again, and you'll be out. But lo and behold, I was put in resus, then I was put on critical care. I had all the CT scans and stuff, and it turned out I had broken, I think it was 5 or 6, there's 6 of my ribs, but at the front, the side, and the back. And subsequent to that, it punctured my lung, and I'd end up having a partial collapse in my lung, and ended up with like an air block in my chest. So, yeah, my stay in hospital then, when they found out all this, I never, people know me, I never take, because my OCD, I never really take painkillers. Well, I don't take painkillers. Up to that point, I didn't anyway, for about 10 years. And here I am suddenly being pumped with absolutely everything. I was on 4 different painkillers. I mean, I had like an epidural thing, or where it is in my back, to stop the pain from there, because I'd broken them so bad there. I was on morphine, a drip morphine I had to press every 5 minutes. Oh, you name it, I was on it. And yeah, I was in a bad way. So I was in hospital 6 days. Was it 6 or 7 days? I think it was, a week. Let's say a week I was in hospital. And it was an absolute madhouse. I mean, the staff were brilliant. Can't fault those. I mean, there was 1 or 2 that I faked that I was feeling better so I could get out of the hospital, because it was an absolute madhouse. It really was. I mean, I remember my doctor saying to me, you don't go there to get better, you go there to get diagnosed. And that is bloody true. I wasn't getting any sleep. And you know when you get really, really tired and your body starts to like jolt because you're going into that deep sleep. Well, I started doing that while I was awake. So whether that was to do with the morphine, I was just so tired, and my body was like, it wanted to go to sleep, but it just couldn't. So yeah, after 7 days, I got myself out of there. Reluctantly, they let me go, and I came home. 2 days, I was starting to feel really anxious. I knew something wasn't quite right. The morphine had stopped, because I was still on that when I came home. I still wasn't sleeping properly. And then, unfortunately, that led to a mental breakdown. That was the scariest time I've ever had in my life. Now, I've been in some dark places with my depression and my anxiety and OCD and ADHD, whatever you want to do it. I mean, I got more letters after my name than my wife, and she's been to university. But I'm ashamed, but not ashamed to say it. And I had to go and see critical care team, and I really wanted to take my own life. I didn't want to be here anymore. It was that scary, and I didn't know what was going on with me. They had to change my medication. So for, I think it must have been 4 weeks, I was like, my wife had to keep an eye on me, because I mean, she knew if I'd got out of the house, if I could have drove, but I couldn't because of my injuries, then I probably would have done something stupid. But moving forward, after doing, changing the medication, and it's been 10 weeks since my mental breakdown, and I'm not better. I mean, I'm getting there. That's the thing. I am getting there. I mean, I have good days, I have bad days. I don't have the suicidal thoughts anymore. I've started running to help with it again. I mean, that's been bloody tough. I mean, I come from a triathlon background and doing like ultra marathons and marathons and stuff, and I haven't done them for a good few years, and I'm starting from scratch again. So that's been hard, but it's given me something to aim for. I'm doing meditation now every morning. Sounds stupid and people laugh at that, but headspace meditation, it is, I mean, that's really, really helped me as well. So I do that every morning, and I've dialed in my diet now. Everything that I can do possibly myself to help myself mentally recover, then I've been doing. So yeah, that's what's been happening, guys. But I'd like to say, anybody out there feeling the way that I was feeling, I mean, it's hard to describe, but if you've been there, you'll know. But there's far too many people now committing suicide, and the facts of it, right? If you knew how many people were actually doing it, you'd be shocked. I think we just seem to brush it under the carpet and don't really think about it. but it's happening out there, and us guys are great to like hiding our feelings. I mean, I'm quite open-minded. You know, if you watch my channel or on my Facebook, you know that I talk about it and it helps me. Hopefully it's helping other people. But yeah, right, where do I go from here? So at this present moment, I don't want a mountain bike. I mean, mentally I'm scared of it, because I don't want to end up having another crash and end back in that place. So unfortunately, guys, it's going to be, I'm going to say that, well, this year I'm definitely not going to be back on the mountain bike. I really can't see it, not doing any trails or anything like that. I just don't feel, well, I know I'm not mentally there in the place to go and do it. And if I was to have another accident and get a setback, I mean, I don't think I could mentally cope with that. So I need to get myself back physically and mentally. I mean, I have to be doing it for me, and not just for the channel and the likes and stuff, which I liked because it helped me mentally. I mean, it helped me feel wanted. So unfortunately, this year, guys, there won't be any, I can't see there going to be any mountain bike videos, but I will be posting some kind of videos, keeping you up to date how my progress is going, my recovery, with the ribs and the mental health and stuff, and hopefully you'll enjoy the journey to going around. And you know, I'd just like to say thank you to all the subscribers and everyone who sent me really nice messages. Yeah, it has really, really helped me. And I mean, for those who have subscribed over these last couple of years and they've listened to me, I mean, I had some lovely comments about, oh yeah, we're going to miss your laugh and stuff like that. Don't worry, I'll still be doing some kind of content. So yeah, just thank you guys. No, I'm waffling now, but watch a video. You'll get to see what happened. Stay tuned, guys. There'll be other things coming in there. Like and subscribe and all that garbage, guys. Bosh.
I've got no confidence.
You've got no confidence?
But when we went up there, it was like, this was quite new to me then. We did it, but it was just when you dropped over that edge, it was like, well, you had to pull the big boy pants up and build confidence back. Well, the old one I came right into orange as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
You got to lead us in today, Neil?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
What's that?
You got to lead us in today?
Is it?
Yeah. There's 1 mile now.
So, we're off at the top of the trails in Lydney, guys. If you haven't been here before, get down here, give it a try. Cracking. Whoa! Help me, boy.
Mile. Yeah. About 13 minutes.